Hello, my friends. It is March the 7th of 2025. This video is about the band Austere. I'm going to rank their albums. If you're not familiar with Austere, Austere is a depressive black metal band from Australia, and they've been around since the mid 2000s. I'm a pretty big fan of this band. I've been listening to them for many years, and I would definitely consider them to be one of my more favorite black metal bands. Okay, so Austere have four full-length albums, and I'm going to rank these from my least favorite to my most favorite. I also want to say that this band's albums are all phenomenal, so nothing much to complain about here, but just decide to go ahead and rank these albums because I just think it would be a fun thing to do. Okay, so I also want to say that this is completely subjective. You may have a different opinion, and you know what? I honestly don't care. Think whatever you want to think. These are my album rankings, okay? So let's get into it. All right, so coming in at number four is Withering Illusions and Desolation. This album came out in 2007. Yeah, I can definitely appreciate this album. It's grown on me more so, especially over the last little while. I would say that this album has a more kind of like traditional depressive black metal sound to it. It's definitely more reminiscent of some of the more classic or traditional bands within this genre, like bands like Forgotten Tomb and Silencer and those types of bands. The production is somewhat lo-fi, but still fairly good. Tempos are kind of more like slow to moderately slow. The guitars have more that kind of fuzzy or kind of like staticky type of a sound to them, and the vocals are especially typical of some of the more classic bands within this genre. They have that very high-pitched shrieked or howl kind of a vibe to them. It's a bit of an acquired taste, but I can still appreciate it. But yeah, great album overall. Certainly very depressive and sorrowful sounding. Yeah, I can enjoy this one quite a bit. My only gripe, I suppose, would be the closing track on this album, which is Coma. A little bit boring, kind of a monotonous sounding. It's a 19-minute track, and yeah, it's fairly monotonous sounding. So not the most exciting song. I can enjoy it sometimes, but definitely not one of the highlights of this album. But overall, still a very solid album right here. Okay, so coming in at number four is Withering Illusions and Desolation. All right, so coming in at number three is To Lay Like Old Ashes. This album came out in 2009. Excellent, excellent album right here. They definitely changed their style somewhat for this album. The production is definitely cleaner sounding. It's just definitely bigger and fuller sounding. You can hear the drums much more so, and the guitars too. Everything just sort of, really is much more audible sounding and bigger sounding. And the tempos are definitely faster here. Also, it's more melodic. Also, um, it has more about like a layered sound. Also, they definitely introduce more keyboards and like guitar harmonies here. And on this album, this is where they start to introduce melodic vocals. There's not a whole lot of them. It's mostly more the traditional depressive black metal shrieks. But yeah, there are some excellent melodic vocals on these songs, and yeah, very very depressive sounding album right here. Really enjoy this one so much. Lots of very memorable moments on here, catchy vocal parts, and excellent guitar riffs. Again, my only gripe with this album is the closing track, which is Coma 2, which is kind of similar to Coma on their first album. It's a 21-minute long song, which is just very repetitive, just like the Coma song on their first album. Again, not the highlight of this album, but the first five songs on this album are just phenomenal, absolutely amazing. Certainly one of the best depressive black metal albums ever released. I know so many people enjoy this one so much. All right, so yeah, great album. Definitely check this one out if you haven't. Okay, so coming in at number three is To Lay Like Old Ashes. All right, so coming in at number two is Beneath the Threshold. This album came out in 2024. This is their most recent album. It came out about a year ago. This would have been on my top albums of 2024 list. I absolutely love this album right here. Just an absolute masterpiece. Very nice packaging as well. Yeah, it's this, I'm not sure what you would call this necessarily. It's not like a digipack, but it's more of a like a booklet style. Definitely cost me a little bit more. It was a little bit pricey, but certainly well worth it. But amazing album right here. It's incredible what this band has been doing in recent years. A very elaborate sound, very epic sounding. Lots of different harmonies and layered parts. Uh, Excellent vocals, lots of melodic vocals as well as screams. The screams aren't like the traditional depressive black metal screams. They're definitely more lower screams here. Um, but yeah, lots of great melodies, lots of memorable parts, memorable songs on here, and love the mood so much. It's a little bit more varied within the mood, but certainly very dark and depressive sounding here. Also, production is amazing, just absolutely immaculate sounding. And they do also include a cover of a Sentence song. Sentence, the band from Finland. The song is Cross My Heart and Hope to Die. I didn't even realize that they covered that song until I listened to this album. I was listening to it one day. I'm like, wow, that's a Sentence song. And I really like Sentence so much. I was really surprised that they would have covered a Sentence song. But yeah, it's on this album, and it's just a great cover. And I mean, this whole album is just absolutely phenomenal. Definitely a little bit of a different direction here. I would say that it has more kind of like shoegaze elements and a bit more of a. I would say that's a bit more on the like post black metal spectrum. I suppose. Um, Definitely removed from the more kind of like traditional depressive black metal sound. This band has definitely progressed their sound quite a bit in recent years. Okay, so yeah, amazing stuff right here. Okay, so coming in at number 2 is Beneath the Threshold. All right, and at number 1 is Corrosion of Hearts. This album came out in 2023. This would have been very, very high up on my albums of 2023. I believe it was number 2 on my top albums of 2023. Uh, Absolute masterpiece right here, 10 out of 10 for sure. This was their comeback album because their album To Lay Like Old Ashes had come out in 2009. This one came out in 2003, so that's 14 years. So yeah, they hadn't released an album in 14 years. I was really surprised that they regrouped, and yeah, I was just very fascinated by that. Like I was just very much anticipating this album, and they really did something just extraordinary with this album. I mean, album is just incredible. It's just so epic sounding. The production is just amazing. The musicianship, everything about this album has a very rich and layered sound, just deeply emotional sounding. So many different emotions here, but of course, very dark and depressive sounding throughout. Lots of great melodies. Of course, you get lots of melodic vocals here, as well as so many great screams. The screams are just incredible. They really did something phenomenal with the screams here. And yeah, just everything about this album is just excellent from start to finish. I mean, there are only 4 songs here, but all these 4 songs are just absolute masterpieces. I mean, this album is just incredible. This is certainly one of my top black metal albums, and I would just say metal albums of all time. That's how amazing this album is. I really, truly love this album so much. Okay. All right. So, yeah, coming in number 1 is Corrosion of Hearts. Okay, so those are my album rankings for the band Austere. Absolutely incredible band. I really enjoy them so much. If you're not familiar with Austere, definitely check them out. If you're a fan of Austere, let me know what your album rankings are for them. I'm very curious to know. Okay, so yeah, please leave some comments. I have lots more album ranking videos to do. I have lots more black metal album ranking videos to do, which I will be doing within the coming months. I'm sure many of you will be interested in that. So yeah, leave me a comment, give me a like, subscribe to my channel if you don't. And I want to say thank you very much for watching. And I want to say thanks to all the people who watch my videos and subscribe to my channel. I really, truly appreciate it. Take care, my friends. Cheers.